Hi everyone, Angie Smith here. Thank you for watching. Welcome back. So I have my Harvest collection from Scentsy, which is available September 1st. Warm reviews. I did warm through this collection this past week, and I wanted to share my thoughts on that. The Harvest collection comes as a 5-bar pack, which is normally what happens. And I'll just share with you here. I did not bring the cute little felt pumpkin bag with me. I put those up, but you'll get 5 bars and into that pumpkin bag, and it is actually a really cute little bag. So let's go over those scents. So first up is cider and crimson berries. I'm trying to read upside down, which I will read the scent notes to you. This was pomegranate and ripe strawberry mold with clove and tonka bean. What I can say is this one was the best performer out of the bunch. I did warm all of these in my open concept, and I can tell if you like pomegranate, you like cider type scents, you like a little bit of that clove and spice. It's not super strong though. It's a good blend. This is the best one. It was so strong. It filled my open. And I think this is the best value for your wax warming. It did feel like fall in my home, and I would highly recommend this one, cider and crimson berries. So next up is a midnight whisper, and this one, honestly, I could not smell it in the warmer. It was very, very light. I don't know if this is going to cure over time, but it is a vanilla bean and sweet bourbon weaved softly through a dark forest of white oak. Now, it has everything to be a promising scent. I thought it was going to be similar to the one from last year, and I cannot remember for the life of me what that one was called, but where it kind of was lighter, but it kind of came out on warm. Because it kind of has like what you would consider almost like those smoky elements and so forth, but I got nothing on this. Not a good performer. I would recommend that you listen to other reviews because every scent performs differently, and everyone's home, everyone's nose is different, and just definitely listen to others as well, but that's not one that I would highly recommend. Apple Harvest Dreams. So this was probably about the second best performer of the batch. It is a fantasy of forest apple nestled among falling leaves and autumn spice. I definitely got the spice, and I definitely got the apple. It was kind of like it's almost like an apple pie filling to me. You get like that spice you would put in an apple pie, and then the sweet apple. And this did well. It did well in my open. Every time I walked out, I got that apple. I got the spice. It felt like fall again in my home. So honestly, if you like those kind of scents, this is a good one. Apple Harvest Dreams. So we got 2 good ones, 1 not so much. Now, the last 2 are the ones that I had the highest hopes for. They're the bakery ones of the bunch. So we had spiced pecan creme, and that is sweet cream butter whipped with ground allspice and walnut topping. They'd probably put this in the spice category. This one was probably about a medium throw for me in my open. Again, this would do so much better, I feel like, in a small area. I have a few cubes left, and I was planning on putting that in my entryway, which is a smaller area, to see how that performed. I have not done that yet, but probably about a medium. I could get whiffs of this in my open, so if you're wanting more of like a background scent in your open, or if you have a smaller space like a kitchen or an entry or an office and you want to warm that, this is probably best suited for a smaller area if you want that strength and throw. Spiced pecan creme, I love it on cold. I'm probably not going to repurchase because I don't have that smaller space in my home. I would want this to perform in my open. Next, actually, I guess last of the 5 is pumpkin honey spice. And I have to say, I absolutely love this in the warmer. Let me see if I can get the scent notes to open up. So this one is pumpkin honey spice, vanilla honey poured over rich pumpkin with a pinch of cinnamon spice. Like again, this did really well in my entry. Didn't smell it as much in the open, very light. It would be more of a background scent if that's what you want. I like a good punch you in the face kind of scent if I'm gonna warm. Absolutely love this. I know some people were comparing it to the honey and Buzzworthy. I like Buzzworthy, so I don't have a problem with this. This did fantastic in my entry, so it definitely needs like a smaller space if you want that strength and throw. Like I said, you have a smaller kitchen that you can warm in, office and entryways, just a smaller space you'd warm this. It's a very good like honey. You get the honey, you got the spice, and you know, just a real good bakery. Yeah, it's I loved it. Now, I will say this whole collection, I was happy to warm through those. It did get me into that fall spirit. I'm not going to repurchase any of these, nor am I going to club those, but I will let you know. These were the two strong ones if you want to give them a try. You like apple scents, say you like cider pomegranate scents. And then if you want to try these like in a small to medium space, I would say like a smaller than an open, those two are fantastic. So give them a try. Honestly, this one, not so much. So you can't buy these on their own. So it's 25, right, for 5 bars. So that's $5 a piece. But then you're getting a bar that you don't want. Or if you did it into like a club, so you want to do an in and out club or just throw it in your club, 1 bar each is what, 6. And say you only want to do the 4, that's 24, and then you get 10% off. Honestly, you might as well just throw the 4 bars in your club if you want to skip this one. If you want to try this one for your own, the bigger bang for your buck is the 5 bar set. Otherwise, I just throw the individual bars in your club. So overall, it's a good collection for people who like the fall scents. But for me, it's nothing that I need to repurchase. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you on my next one.